Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about Python syntax and explore some of the key concepts you need to know. Let's talk about identifiers. An identifier is a name used to identify a variable, function, class, module or other object. There are some rules that must be followed when defining identifiers. Firstly, identifiers must consist only of lowercase or uppercase letters, digits from 0 to 1, 0 to 9 or underscores. It cannot contain any characters other than letters, numbers and underscores. Identifier always starts with a letter, either lowercase or uppercase or with an underscore. Python is case sensitive, so lowercase a and big A are different. When we say small a equal to 10 and a big A equal to 10, both are two different variables. Reserved keywords cannot be used as identifiers. The next slide will go into more detail about reserved keywords. Identifier length can be unlimited, so there is no upper limit on the length of identifiers. Here are some examples of valid and invalid identifiers. In the valid identifiers table, you can see that the variable name starts with an underscore or the letter. In the invalid identifiers table, name in the first line starts with a dollar symbol, which is not allowed. In the second line, name starts with a number, which is also not allowed. And in the third line, name used is a reserved keyword, which cannot be used as an identifier. There are few things to keep in mind about identifiers. There is a naming convention to follow. Python class names start with an uppercase letter and all other identifiers with a lowercase letter. Identifiers that start with a single leading underscore are called private identifiers, and identifiers that starts with two leading underscores are called strongly private identifiers. A private identifier therefore means a variable or a method name intended to be used only within a class in which it is defined. Identifiers that start and end with two underscores are called magic or dunder methods. So what is magic method? Magic methods are not meant to be invoked by us, but invocation happens internally from the class on a certain action. For example, when we add two numbers using the plus sign operator, internally calls the add method. Let's talk about reserved keywords. These are special keywords with specific meanings assigned that cannot be changed. Python currently has 35 reserved keywords. All reserved keywords contain only letters. All keywords are all lowercase except for the three keywords none, true and false. You can check the reserved keywords by importing the keywords module. Keyword.kwlist prints all the reserved keywords. You can try this and check yourself. Now let's talk about Python syntax. In Python, we don't use curly braces to denote class and function definitions or flow control code blocks. We use line indentation. The number of spaces is variable, but at least one is required and all statements within the block must have same indentation. You can see in the image on the left that I didn't use any indentation, so Python threw an indentation error. In the second image, you can see the first print with a space added. The second print statement uses 4 spaces or tabs. I recommend trying this out yourself to get a better understanding of how it works. Let's talk about multi-line statements. In Python, statements end with a new line, but you can use the new line character, which is a backslash, to indicate that a line should be continued. In the image below, you can see that I used a backslash to continue to the second line. Statements enclosed in curly braces, square brackets and parentheses do not require the use of line continuation character. In the image below, you can see I am not using a backslash, but I can continue on the second line. Let's talk about quotations. Python allows single, double and triple quotes to denote string literals as long as they start and end with same. Triple quotes are used when a string spans multiple lines. In the following screenshot for Z variable, I have used triple quotes to assign hello world string in 2 lines. Try this at your end. Let's talk about comments in Python. Comments are used to explain code and can prevent code execution during testing. They are ignored by the interpreter. Hash symbol is used to comment out line in Python. Python does not have a multi-line comment syntax. You can use hash symbol on multiple lines. There is a concept of docstrings that can be used as a workaround for multi-line comments. Docstrings are used to document a function or module. Python ignores string literals that are not assigned to variables. The image on the right uses triple quotes to comment multiple lines. You can access the commented lines using doc attribute. Try this on your end. Let's talk about writing multiple statements on single line. Semicolon allows multiple statements on the single line, given that neither statement starts a new code block, like if statement starts a new code block. It is recommended to use single line statements for readability purpose. The picture uses semicolons to declare three variables on the same line. Let's talk about suits. A group of individual statements which make a single block of code are called suits. Compound or complex statements such as if, while, def, and class require a header line and a suit. Header lines begin the statement with a keyword and terminate with a colon and are followed by one or more lines which make up the suit. In the diagram, you can see that the inner if, else statements are called suits. Thank you for watching the video. In the next video, we are going to talk about variables in Python. In case of any questions or suggestions, please comment down below.